so continuing on with simplifying expressions, this expression is very similar to what we did last time, so we're going to have the same idea in mind, where we're essentially going to try to get the x's on one side and numbers on the other. This one has the added speed bump, though, of having parentheses in it. So we have to get rid of those somehow, so we can't really start simplifying this until we do that. And the best way to do that is by taking these numbers that are out in front. This number is multiplied by this expression, and so on and so forth all the way across here. So we've got a negative 2 times all of this, a positive 3 times all of this, and then over here another positive 3 times all of this. So using the distribution property, we can take this negative 2 and multiply it by both terms on the inside of the parentheses, and that would get rid of the parentheses for us. So we've got negative 2 times x, which gives us negative 2x, and then negative 2 times positive 6, which gives us a negative 12, so that would be minus 12. I'm going to do the same thing over here, multiply this 3 by both terms on the inside of the parentheses. So I've got a positive 3 times 2x, so that gives us a positive 6x, and then a positive 3 times a negative 5, which the negative always wins in that case. If you've got a negative times a positive, the negative always wins. So that gives us negative 15. And then on the other side of the equal sign, again, we're going to do the same thing. We've got 3 times x, which gives us 3x, and 3 times a negative 4, which gives us negative 12. And then we've still got that plus 10 on the outside of the parentheses. And now we're going to do what we did for the last example, which is combine the like terms on each side of the equal sign. So on this side, we've got two terms with x. We've got a negative 2x and a positive 6x, which would give us a positive 4x. And then we also have a negative 12 and a negative 15. So negative 12 plus a negative 15, or negative 12 minus 15, gives us minus 27. And then on this side of the equal sign, we've got this 3x all by itself. It doesn't have any other x terms, so we can't combine that with anything yet. So we're going to leave that alone. Then we've got a negative 12 plus 10, which gives us negative 2. And now I can start moving terms around. And again, my preference is to have the x's on the left, numbers on the right. But you could do it the other way around if you'd like. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to move this negative 27 over to this side. And I'm adding, because this is being subtracted here, and you're always going to do the opposite operation. So that means that these will cancel, and again, that's the point, leaving us with just 4x on this side. And then we've got 3x on this side, and negative 2 plus 27 gives us a positive 25. And now I'm going to move this 3x term over to this side. Since this is positive, in order to move it, I have to subtract it. So don't let the constant out in front throw you. Just because, since this is positive, we're moving the whole term, you're going to subtract it to move it over to the other side. So I'll do minus 3x on this side, because again, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So 4x minus 3x gives us just x. This becomes 0, and we're left with just 25. So therefore, x is 25. But all of this gnarly thing that we started out with, what it was trying to represent is that x is equal to 25. Okay? Please let me know if you have any questions.